Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here at Manningtree Park with Peter Morganti, and we might be right in the start of spring, Pete, but gee, today still feels like winter.
Breeze ain't too friendly, Darren, a bit brisk.
Brisk,
but
it's
when
freezing.
the sun comes in, it's nice. But the views are good, Darren, out here.
Now the farm looks good at the moment and all the horses are in good order, but we're not going to take their rugs off just yet, Pete.
No, mate, no, I'm not going to take mine off either.
Well, let's go through last week's runners.
Yeah, well, we go back to Friday. We had a winner at Ararat, should I say? I was going to say stall, that's coming up. Liz was there with myself and all roads saluted.
Yeah, she did. She gave Dean a bit of a torrid ride, but we thought she'd win. She was unlucky a little bit at Echuca and just needed to toughen up, and she did a lot wrong in the run, but she was too good, and I think she'll win a couple more.
Yep. No, she was very good at the end. We also had Short Espresso just get nailed on the line.
A little bit unlucky, Short Espresso rounding second there. Felt Jamie might, maybe if he had to wait an extra 50 metres, he might have just got it balanced and got out in the straight and might have picked it up. But a good effort, and we're running out of wet tracks with him, but we're going to try our luck next week at either Stawell or Ballarat to see if we can get another wet track. But look, he's been consistent without winning.
Yeah, and also Shiny Lass kicked off her prep. She ran 8th, but her best work was probably the last 100 metres.
Yeah, look, she was just first up. She's coming off a knee op. She had a long time out. Got back in the field, and well, I was pleased to see her get home over the last 200, and probably third up. She'll be ready to win.
Yep. Then we moved on to Saturday. I'll go to Pakenham first, where Dorsivus ran another second. I think that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, he won his race and then he's had 3 seconds. He's going to the paddock now, Pete. Just a little bit still immature, but look, he's honest, he's tough. I suggested to David Hayes whether we should move him on, but he was adamant that next prep he'll more than pay his way, and he's just a stayer that's going to take a little bit of time.
I think his words were he's going to be a handy little stayer, so I mean, for David to say that, it's promising for the owners going forward. Also, and obviously the main runner on the day was Taiyu at Caulfield, ran 8th, beaten just under 2 lengths.
Yeah, he got beat 1.8. Look, I was probably walked away a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I thought with the run he had and the way he was on the corner that he might just win, but unfortunately he couldn't get off the fence. The fence was a little bit inferior on the day, according to those who know. But I thought his last 200, even though he ran 11.6, he was still just looked dour. And look, I think he's got to get out to 2400 now. I'd like to see him either go to the Herbert Power and maybe the Geelong Cup. I think that's what he's looking for. He's certainly being trained like a more of a dour stay than what he was last time, and they just had too much zip for him at the end. Yeah. But his times are good. He ran 34.59 and 11.58. Times are good, but I did walk away a little bit disappointed.
Yeah. On Sunday we had one runner, Chloe Anna, up at Swan Hill in the Quambatook Cup. She was probably a little bit flat. Yeah,
second up after a bottler first up. Was a bit of a leader's track, and she never could get right into it in the straight. The leaders just ran away, but look, second up, stayer, you can forgive that. She wasn't disgraced, but third, fourth up, she'll bounce back.
Yep. Monday, Hamilton, we had another winner after Intravenous missed out on a run at Donald, and the events of the day with Dean getting hurt and then Michelle getting back on and then punching her home for a head win. It was a good start to her prep.
Yeah, it was great. Look, unlucky at Donald when they called him off because of that big storm, and I know a couple of owners went up there and were disappointed, had to go home, and they didn't bother to go to Hamilton. And then Dean fell off, and then there was a bit of a delay, and I thought, gee, they're going to call these off again. But Michelle Payne got on the ride, and she got some special instructions from you, Pete, on what to do there, and she carried him out, 10 out of 10 ride, and she got her up from a wide gate after slotting in midfield, and the horse was gone on the 200, but she toughed it out and got that win. One would think she's in for a solid preparation. She'll go to the city now, yeah. And a half sister to Platelet. If we can get a city win on the board with her, it'll add a lot of value to her as a broodmare down the track, and I'm sure the owners will be excited to be going to Caulfield in the middle of spring.
Yep, and like you said, 1200 first up is a nice effort. So once she gets to the mile and further, you would only think there's another win or two there for her. We then went, Seymour, we had the last Angel scratched.
Yeah, she had an elevated temperature on the day, so we didn't run. Keep her for another day.
Keep her for later on as we get to the runners coming up. Wednesday, Arizona Girl at Pakenham.
I thought she was a bit flat, Pete. 2000 second up, month between runs. Look, they went hard early. They elected to sit back off the speed, and she just whacked away to the line. Liz was there. She said she had a good blow after the race, so I guess we just got to wait 3rd, 4th up. She's a staying mare, and you know she just needs a truly run race and needs to be a bit fitter.
Yeah. So that's the end of our...
Not a bad week.
Three winners.
3 winners for the week. We needed that. We've been a bit quiet.
I was at every one of those.
Yeah, well, obviously got nothing else to do. So if you're wondering why you're not getting web outside updates, it's because he's running around the racecourse.
Yes, of course.
So what's going on now?
We will go...
He's got a Bible here.
Yeah.
He can't read his own handwriting.
We'll go to Moody Valley tomorrow night, where Princess Hussey will go around in a mile race.
That'll be interesting, won't it? Only 10 runners. We're going to claim 3 to get her down to 58.
Yep, Dylan Dunn.
You can't ride her off in any race because she's a tough little nuggety mare. She was unlucky there the other day. Just couldn't get a run at him. So, look, hopefully that doesn't happen this time. But with a smaller field, hopefully a couple will come out and she'll get a chance. But she's as game and as tough as they come and genuine. And I'd like more of them.
Yeah, she's one that I'll be marking as one of my better bets for the week.
Yeah, well, after your best bet last week,
All roads?
No, Tyre, no one's got any money left.
That was the end of it. It was all roads into, so I fell over.
They done their day. They won't be listening to you anymore.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'll just take the odds myself. Saturday, we've got a couple of runners in Dandino in the Underwood and Firehouse Rock in the Inglis Cup.
Well, Firehouse Rock goes to 2,000 in the Inglis Cup. It's a race that's restricted to horses that came out of that sale. So it's probably his best chance of winning a race for that sort of money against limited opposition. He's about a $7.50 chance. He's drawn 11, which is not ideal. There's a doubt over whether him or any of these horses can actually run a strong 2,000. So it's going to be a really interesting race, but we'll take our chance there, Pete, because it's a race worth a lot of money. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be there. We'd be going back to a mile somewhere. But we'll take our chance, and Dwayne Dunn goes back on. He's going to ride him very, very quiet and conservative to try and get him to the 2,000. And he's a horse, if he gets the front too early, he just gives up and stops, and that's not ideal. So look for him late.
His best form, I reckon, is at Caulfield. His win and a good third to Alpine Eagle, which is pretty super form when you look at it.
It's hard to work out, you know, like these horses, like he's got a terrible record at Flemington, and you think he's a big track horse, but at Caulfield he seems to be able to really ping off the bend. And look, I don't know, the rail's back in the true. If it's a leader biased track, we're probably in trouble, but I think that race will be okay because most of them won't be able to run in 2,000. A lot of them are really lowly rated. It's probably only, you know, David Hayes and Anthony Cummings that have got the keys to the race, and you know the rest are just probably making up the numbers. Might get a few tweets after saying that, but that's my gut feeling. So look, he'll run well. In terms of Dandino going to the Underwood, he put in a blinder second up last start and was probably unlucky not to place behind Faulkner. This Saturday he takes on pretty much the same field again. He's come through the run good, he's fitter, he gets up to 1800. He has won over 1800 before in his career in the UK, so I think he's going faster. I think he's sharper. A little bit of Manigar about him this prep. A little bit, you know, Manigar came out as a 2-miler and Moody got hold of him and sharpened him up. Dandino came out as a 1.5 mile, 2-mile horse. I think Darren's got a little bit more speed in his legs. And I think on Saturday, once again, barrier 11, you'll be looking for him late. I think he needs to win to get to the Caulfield Cup, but I'm not sure he can win, but I think he can run top 3.
At least with a bit of genuine speed with the cleaner in the race, so finding a spot for the barrier should be no worries back in the field.
I think after they go 400, he'll need binoculars to see the cleaner. So it'll be really interesting to see how it unfolds.
Righto, from there we move on to Sunday. We're at Geelong. There's Tintaglia and Social Media, both second up.
Yeah, Social Media was good first up, just ran out of puff late. And look, she'll be tuned up for this and she'll give a great sight. She's a genuine mare. Tintaglia, once again, she just needs to settle. We've got a bit of an opinion of this mare, and she'll just need to get out over further, but I think she'll run a nice race. Each way chance both.
Yeah, the track will suit her, the big
And aren't you going down to Coleraine?
I'm going to Coleraine, yeah.
Just down the road?
About 45 minutes from home, and I'm going to watch The Last Angel, who we mentioned earlier, Mr. Run at Seymour on Tuesday.
Yeah, do you give her a chance?
Well, if you go to Coleraine, no, I'm just trying to word it in the nicest way. If you go to Coleraine, you want to be probably filling a place at least. She's second up.
Tricky track.
Yeah, it is. Very tricky.
Got a
Tight
lead,
little
don't you?
track. We'll be up on the pace. Yeah.
Who's riding it?
Now you're getting me. Can I go to the Bible?
Does he know anything?
Can I go to the Bible? Actually, I don't even know.
He doesn't know.
Probably Dean Yendall.
Right.
It is?
Well said.
It is?
I don't know. That's what I got you for.
Looks like I'm going to edit this bit. Yeah, righto.
All right, so Sunday, you're off to Coleraine to see
Coleraine.
the Last Angel.
I
Now,
am.
he doesn't know who's riding it. That's okay. We'll work that out later. It's a tight little track. You know the track as good as anyone.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Got to be up on the pace. Probably only about 1700 metres around. Continually turn. You race amongst the gum trees.
It's a great day there.
It is a
That's
fantastic.
their cup day.
That's their cup day, and the last jumps races for the season as well.
Yeah. Now, just on that, Peter won the big award during the week. What was it?
Jumping photograph of the year.
Jumping photograph of the year. You took the best photo.
Ironically, they weren't jumping. They were all standing behind a jump, looking over the fence.
Really?
Looking over a hedge. Yeah.
Well, and first prize was a week in Fiji.
Trip to Manningtree Park to come and do some filming.
Oh, well, congratulations anyway.
No, look, it's nice actually just to get
Good
some
recognition. Yeah, no, you deserve it.
For the 14 million kilometres I did in jumping season. So
Righto. So what happens Monday?
Monday stall, and I'll probably go there too.
Right.
And we have already Leica and all roads.
Okay, already like her over a mile, blinkers off. A little bit stiff last time, ran on good. I hope Dean Yendall's riding it, and I hope it can win.
I know Dean's riding that one.
I hope it can win. And what's the other one? All roads?
All roads coming off a win and back 2,000, 0 to 58. So
Week race, stall, very hard, tight track to make ground.
yeah,
Can be done, but once again, you need to be moving at the 600. If you wait to the straight, you got no hope. So
they're both drawn to be. I mean, already Leica's drawn 2, and the other one's drawn to be on the speed. And she showed at our app that she can race on the speed all roads. So I'll be giving her a chance each way there.
well, I hope they can run well. I'm not a fan of stall. If I was running racing, I'd turn it into a caravan park.
You've had winners at stall.
I know, I go good there. Don't like the joint.
Righto, fair enough.
Bad
Well, it's
luck.
only 50 minutes from home, so I don't mind it.
What about Tuesday?
Tuesday we no nothing.
Wednesday?
Potentially short espresso, been nominated at Ballarat.
Right. Okay, I guess
Bendigo.
we go where it's wet.
Yeah, yes. Bendigo nominations for My Obsession and Shiny Lass. So
Okay, we'll just have to wait and see what unfolds there.
I'll be out early next week.
And I think next Wednesday in Sydney, Rockalicious might be going around.
I haven't heard that one, but you obviously have.
Yeah, I think Rockalicious
Yeah.
might go around next Wednesday.
And
Hard to beat, he
be
said.
very hard to beat.
Very hard to beat.
Yep.
Especially if it rains.
Yes. Yes. No, I'll be. She's obviously didn't have much luck last start. Was only beaten 2 lengths in a lot stronger race. So back to midweek, you would think she'd be riding it.
Now the footy season's over, you'll be at the races a bit more, Pete.
I'll be going to Caulfield with Liz to watch Dan Dino and Firehouse Rock on Saturday.
Yep. Well, we've got our foaling paddock behind the house here, and fair dinkum, it looks like 5 o'clock on a Friday at Woolworths. There's a big queue of mares in a row there, and all ready to drop. And there's 3 mares there that could foal any minute, and there's 2 just not far behind, Pete. So
Glad you said Woolworths. I thought you might have going to say Centrelink on a Thursday.
well, that could be it too. But geez, we got some mares there to foal in the next week or so. So I don't think we'll be getting much sleep here, and I might be missing in action a couple of days next week at the races. But I'm sure that you'll be in good hands with Peter and Liz.
Yep.
And what else have you got?
Whenever you go to the races, I've been told that you're going to have to suit up with a different attire.
Oh, yeah,
Because
right.
Neville can't make the races when Tayu's running in the next couple of starts. So apparently, pink shirt, suitable attire.
No good, that pink shirt.
Well, it
Now
wasn't last week.
tell us about Rick McIntosh. He's going for a bike ride to raise money for someone.
Yeah, special kids.
Special kids, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to ride around. I think it's in February around Tasmania.
Yep.
We're actually we're going to sponsor Rick to a certain degree where we'll.
That means we're going to ask you for money.
That's why I said to a certain degree.
We're going to ask
I'm
you.
going to put my hand in my pocket for Rick. He's been good for me.
He's been good to ATB.
Yeah, so
their owners.
we're going to get a bit of information out on this ride that Rick's participating in, and look, it's a worthy cause. These kids, if we can generate a bit of support, we want to help them, and every dollar, as they say.
Well, we all take life for granted, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We've got it all easy compared to a lot of people. Just tell me, how far is it to ride around Tasmania, and how long does he think it'll take?
I got no idea.
See, he's well briefed.
Be
Maybe
quick
next.
on a motorbike.
I'll tell you what we'll do. When Pete goes to races and Rick's calling, He's going to take his camera and he's going to interview Rick about all this, and he'll bring it to you on ATB TV in the next couple of weeks.
And that will probably get all the information right that way.
That'd be good.
Yeah, good as
Well,
gold. I've got nothing else.
Well, we need to go and stand in front of the fire because it's probably only 7 degrees here, Pete.
Hey, before you go, I'm tipping.
Oh, who's your best winner?
Who's yours? No, I'd say Princess Hussey I like each way, and I do like all roads.
All roads.
Yeah, those two.
All right. I'm going Dan Dino each way.
Yep.
And Firehouse Rock each way.
Righto.
And my best, Rockalicious.
There you go. We'll all get on Rockalicious.
So I'll be like that German goal kicker the other day, kicked 5 goals in 9 minutes. Till next week.
You just got to get to the races and find a winner for us.
Have I seen one this year?
No.
No.
I got 4.
I'm Darren Dance, stuck with Peter Morganti. Until next week, have a great week.
It's Grand Faith, the front runner, but all roads lead into the winner's circle for the Australian thoroughbred bloodstock. All roads hit the lead. He's going better than Grand Faith. He's on one rein, but he's too good all roads. He won a length to Grand Faith. 5 away, third, no fear.